The creation of decentralized programmable money allowed for the creation of decentralized applications, including decentralized exchanges that allow for these decentralized monies and these decentralized tokens from these decentralized applications and projects to be exchanged freely and easily. Now, one of the biggest and most popular of these decentralized applications is Uniswap, has some of the highest volume of any decentralized application on the Ethereum blockchain. And what Uniswap did is it made it very, very easy for people to exchange, buy and sell particular tokens. However, it does come with its problems. And I'm going to be talking about a new project that deals with a lot of the deficiencies of Uniswap, and it's going to allow you to earn more money. Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. Now, before I go into detail on this, please like, subscribe, click the notification bell, upvote, and comment. If you're watching this on YouTube, come over to BitTube. You can also find me on Bitchute and on library.tv and also on odyssey.com. Join my official Telegram announcements channel, and please do follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT. Uniswap is great, a whole lot easier than decentralized exchanges such as Fork Delta and DDEX and IDEX. Very simple, easy to use interface. The other thing that Uniswap did is it allowed for automated market makers using liquidity pools. And liquidity pools are a big deal for projects. The problem that liquidity pools solved is the problem of liquidity. Supposing you invested in a particular ICO in 2017 that has very few tokens on the exchanges. Let's say there's only 7 of these 7 tokens on any exchange, as represented by these 7 maple leaf coins. And you want to sell 4 tokens of your own. Well, then now you've increased the amount of supply on the exchange by over 50%, so thus depressing the price. Or the other way is that you purchase 4 tokens from an exchange that only has 7, and the price goes through the roof. Now, these exaggerated changes in price happen when liquidity is low. Consider the buying and selling of 4 tokens when the pool of tokens is this large. With a large, well-known project that has loads and loads of investors, and you have these many tokens on an exchange, buying or selling 4 tokens isn't going to make much difference to the price. So it's way, way more stable. So Uniswap solved this issue by the creation of liquidity pools, as represented here by this liquid pool in Las Vegas. So what a liquidity pool does, it allows tokens, as here represented by bodies, to be held in the liquidity pool. So you get a liquidity pool which is full of tokens, i.e. bodies. So then there's always a large number of tokens for people to trade against, a bit like the pile of gold coins I showed you earlier. And thus the price remains stable and consistent, and there's always a buyer for every seller, and there's a seller for every buyer. Now, in order to make it attractive for people to hold their tokens in a liquidity pool, what Uniswap does and other similar exchanges do is they give fees, share the trading fees to those token holders who lock those tokens in the smart contracts or the liquidity pools. However, that comes with a couple of costs. One of the drawbacks is the loss of staking opportunities. If I lock my tokens in a liquidity pool, I'm not going to be able to earn any revenue from staking those tokens in my wallet. The other problem with liquidity pools is the problem of impermanent loss. So what is impermanent loss? How does it come about? So this is from an article on impermanent loss, and I shall link to this article and all the other references in the description below. And it says impermanent loss is a feature found in all liquidity pools of automated market makers. The risk of impermanent loss is the possibility that tokens held in a pool will lose value as opposed to simply holding the tokens. Now, this is much, much greater because if I could stake those tokens elsewhere, I'm going to lose value. But it also happens as an independent feature. Now, the loss of value is to be understood in both absolute and relative terms. The value expressed in fiat currency terms may increase, but to a lesser extent than in a buy and hold strategy. This diagram is from an article from finematics.medium.com, and I'll link to this in the description below. And credit to Finematics because it's such a clear explanation, this article, of impermanent loss. So put very simply, supposing you lock $10,000 worth of DAI tokens and $10,000 worth of ETH into a liquidity pool, and then through people buying and selling and trading against other exchanges and everything and looking to see where they can buy low and sell high, it suddenly happens that you only have 950 DAI tokens and the value of your DAI holdings has gone down. Now, if you were to withdraw those tokens, the value of the amount that you've withdrawn, would be lower than if you'd held those tokens in your own wallet. Plus, if those tokens are tokens that you can stake, you wouldn't have got the earnings that you would have made against staking them had you held them in your own wallet. But just losing value and then taking them out, that's what gives rise to impermanent loss. Now, what if there was a way of providing liquidity and staking at the same time? Now, this is one of the things that's really great about blockchain. You have open source technology. It's a very, very innovative field. And you have hardworking and smart devs who come up with solutions to all sorts of problems that arise. And there is a project that has got a solution for impermanent loss and the loss of revenue through the loss of staking. And that is Unistake. Now, Unistake is designed to work with Uniswap version 2, and there's been a lot of excitement and a rapidly growing community about the prospects that Unistake offers. So those clever people at Unistake, they did a launch about 4 months ago where they raised 5,000 ETH in a matter of minutes. Now, that to me says something about the viability that people see in this project, in the difference that it's going to make as being an improvement, an evolution on what Uniswap offers. Now, this is still a relatively unknown project, but it's growing like crazy. Daily trade volume is over like $20 million per hour or something. It's still a micro cap, but there's lots more opportunity because it's still early days. If you're interested in getting in at the ground floor, there is still plenty of opportunity with this, provided you do your own due diligence and check it all out. Now, in the week just gone, CoinGecko listed Unistake as being in the top 30 of the top most trending coins and tokens for that week. This, to me, is testimony of the amount of growing and increasing interest in this project, because you take something as popular and as useful as Uniswap, which has its deficiencies, and then you address those deficiencies, making it even more attractive. Well, of course, people are going to be interested in this. Now, if you're interested in a ground floor opportunity, do your own due diligence, check it out, because it is still early days with this. Now, with the Unistake model, everybody benefits. For users like myself or others, Unistake makes providing your liquidity for Uniswap a whole lot easier and even more profitable than before, because you don't lose out on the staking opportunity and because Unistake addresses problems of impermanence loss. Now, Uniswap benefits because Unistake's additional revenue stream provides further incentive to liquidity providers, which enhances Uniswap's usability. And then the projects benefit because they can attract more liquidity by providing staking bonuses for locking up liquidity pools. So this works even for tokens that don't have staking. Now, strictly speaking, because we're talking about ERC20 tokens here, you can't really stake them in the traditional sense because no transactions are being verified. But you can get rewards for locking them in your wallet. Now, what happens with Unistake is that staking bonus returns are a fixed percentage based upon the amount of liquidity you provide and the amount of time that you provide that liquidity in the pool. Now, one of the other problems with Uniswap liquidity pools is that as the pool of liquidity gets larger and larger, the revenue share that's given to those that provide liquidity diminishes. Supposing you and I were providing liquidity of 100 tokens each for a particular token in the Uniswap liquidity pool. You and I getting 50% each of the revenue from the trading fees. But if somebody else comes along and adds another 200 of those tokens, our 50% share is now reduced to 25% share. And as the project gets larger and larger and the pool gets larger and larger, again, the people that contributed are getting a smaller return on the revenues. Unistake compensates for that because the staking bonus isn't affected. That remains unchanged regardless of the growth of the liquidity pool. Now, any project can set up a pool via the Unistake contracts on Etherscan, and they can also set the parameters, including what the staking bonus will be, what the lockup periods are, with more bonuses being paid out for the longer that people provide liquidity. Now, the Unistake platform is going to be launched imminently, and they're going to have a special bonus of $1 million worth of staking bonus to be paid out to those who are providing Unistake and ETH Uniswap pairs You can lock up your tokens for a month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. The longer you stake in the pool, the higher your returns will be. TrustSwap have already announced that they're the first official projects to create a pool with 200,000 staking bonuses, which is up to 15% APY. Now, there are going to be more pools to be announced, and they're going to be announcing something really, really big imminently. And that's going to happen on the launch day. That's going to take the project to a whole new level. Now, I don't know what that is right now, but it's going to be big for DeFi adoption. It's going to increase the use case and the utility in a big way, and will support people in becoming big players. This project is forward planning. They have long-term goals, and they plan to become big players in DeFi, which I think is entirely possible given the diligence and the care that they seem to have taken in setting up this project, but also because they're riding on the success of Uniswap. Now, if you're interested in getting involved, I'll have all the links in the description below. If you want to purchase the Unistake token after having done your own due diligence, you can see here in the price chart how well it's done since it launched, since it listed. You can get it off Uniswap. The Unistake token is used to pay fees on the additional profits that are made possible from the platform. And also you can lock tokens into what they call a multiplier contract, where liquidity providers can double their APY on pools that they join. So one of the other features of the Unistake platform is that projects will be able to set up their own TSOs, token sale offerings, so they can launch their projects on the Unistake platform. Now, I wish I'd got involved with Uniswap right at the beginning and not some months later after they issued their tokens. But you want to check this out for yourself, do your own due diligence, go join the Telegram group and the Discord group. The community and the team are very, very helpful. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.